Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? I hope you're doing great. Please tell me in the comments below. First of all, today's Nintendo Day. I was gonna talk about. I was gonna do Friend Friday today and introduce a bunch of you. I got a bunch of emails from last week, and I was gonna say, hey, these are all my friends. Let's introduce you. And then the Nintendo Switch happened today, and I knew it was happening today. What I didn't know was how it was going to go down. So I want to tell you about that. First of all, I was insanely... Wow. This is a... I was insanely excited for the launch. When they announced it in like November. Essentially, it's a tablet with some controllers. And that's like all I've ever wanted, right? That's how I play games currently. But to have a tablet with controllers that plays actual, like, studio-level games and Nintendo products, that's amazing. So I was super excited, and I told all of my family and friends, I don't want anything for Christmas except for gift cards for the Switch. They obliged. So last night was like the big press announcement thing. And then today they had another event in New York where they were showing live streams all day, like a celebration. And they also announced that they were going to allow pre-orders, a certain number of pre-orders if you were in New York. And so everybody was under the assumption that that was like all the pre-orders that would be available for now. But that wasn't the case. This morning, like, everybody had pre-orders up. You could pre-order from everywhere. So I was kind of bummed at work because I didn't have any of my gift cards with me, or I would have pre-ordered online with GameStop, so I didn't, and I waited. And I was kind of nervous. I live in West Virginia, and I live in a very small town, a very small area, so there's not like there's competition, right? Like, people want this console, and I knew that because we were such a small market, we're not going to have like a huge allotment. So on the way home, dang. This is Melvin 2x4 double IPA, by the way. Dear Enjoyer, 2x4 has a stupid amount of hops, layered on a light malt base that gives way to notes of pine, citrus, and tropical fruit. I definitely taste the fruity part. Whew. So that is a stupid amount of hops. So anyway, on the way home, I decided to call my local GameStop and say, listen, you still have pre-orders? They said, yeah. I said, if I pre-order, am I guaranteed to get it? And they were like, yes. But we only have like 4 pre-orders left. And I'm like, okay. And the worst part is the GameStop that's closest to me is like 20 miles away. And it's by my work. So I came home, grabbed all of my GameStop gift cards, went back to GameStop. And when I got there was like 2 pre-orders left. They had an allotment of like 34. So I got the next to last pre-order, which guarantees that I'll get it on March 3rd, which is the launch. And I am... If it's not obvious, I'm very excited for this. A few of my YouTube favorites put up videos already about the Switch, talked about their excitement and disappointments in not going to have all these games at launch, they didn't talk about specs, blah, blah, blah. And there was a lot of, negativity in the comments of those videos talking about how Nintendo has... it's going to flop just like the Wii U did, and Nintendo stocks are crashing, and all this other stuff. And it's just not the case. Like, I'm stupid excited about this thing, and I haven't been stupid excited about a console in forever. And I think I'm stupid excited because this isn't a console. I don't need another device that I plug into a TV. I'm tired of looking at a TV. I don't look at my TV. I don't want to look at my TV. I want to game wherever I feel like gaming, and that's what this promises. And that's why I'm so excited about it. I'm also not the kind of person that says I need 15 games at launch. I'm like a one game at a time kind of person, so I'm perfectly happy picking up Zelda at launch and playing it all the way through a couple of times, and then I'll pick up something else. I don't need to have $600 worth of games when the console hits. I'm not that kind of gamer. I've never been that kind of gamer. So I'm crazy excited. And in my mind's eye, I pre-ordered the console and Breath of the Wind, so like $380 or something like that. So I paid $380 to play, or the console. Let's just price the console $300. I'm paying $300 so that I could play Zelda, Mario, Splatoon, and Mario Kart. Like that. Those are the 4 games I care about, and so to me, that's less than $100 per. I still have to pay for the game, but whatever. That's all I need. And maybe Pokemon. I haven't played the new Pokemon, and it's going to come out, so I'm crazy excited. I really am. I can't wait. March 3rd is the date. If you're not aware, most online retailers are already out of pre-orders. There's none left, so you might want to call up a local source if you want to get it on launch day. I will definitely be doing a launch day opening and all that stuff here on the show, and probably something on the gaming channel. Nintendo is very strict about letting people show Nintendo products and Nintendo gameplay on YouTube. And so I will probably get some content strikes against my account, and that's fine. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I definitely want to show it. So if you want to hold off and see what I think and then, go from there, that's perfectly fine. Or as if my opinion matters, you can see a bunch of other people's opinions before you go for it. But at least this time around, like when the Wii hit and the 3D, Nintendo has this habit of putting out not enough of a product. And people complain about that, and I understand it, but I applaud their conservatism, whatever. They're not going to make 5 million units that only sell 1 million and then have to immediately discount. And this seems, my local GameStop got 34, and that's actually a pretty good number for one little store in Podunk, West Virginia. So it seems like they're actually putting some product out. It's not going to be super limited quantities, but it's going to be limited enough on launch day that you're probably going to have to wait a few weeks to get restock, or a month. It might be 2, 3, 4 weeks. But there's, apparently there's not going to be enough games at launch anyway to be exciting. So waiting a month is probably, when Splatoon comes out or whatever, will be what most people do anyway. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not most people. I have owned every Nintendo console except for the Wii U, and this is no different, and I'm extremely excited for it. And yeah, March 3rd. I'm going to take the day off, and it's going to happen. So really, this show is just about me bragging about having a pre-order, and you didn't get one. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm going to go drink this beer and play some games. Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from Wikipedia. Who said a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle? Arena Dunn coined the famous catchphrase, "A woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle," which was subsequently popularized by Gloria Steinem and became a popular slogan among feminists. Later, U2 used the phrase in their song "Trying to Throw Your Arms Around the World." Okay.